Hey everybody, it's Dr. Motti Charter again, back again for another hoot. This time we're filming in my home. Been kind of ill the last month. So first and foremost, if I cough, I apologize. I have some water right here. I'm a little bit short of breath. Hopefully I won't faint. If so, at least everything will be recorded and maybe the video will go viral. The other thing is, if by chance you hear any chewing or farting, that's not my wife. I'm divorced. And the other thing is, my daughters aren't here right now. That would be my fur child, Mimi. She likes to chew with her mouth open, so I apologize in advance. Today, we're gonna talk about Israel Cam number 2. This is actually one of my favorite cameras. It's definitely not the most popular camera, but the reason why I like it, first and foremost, is when we added this box years ago, before there was a camera, I have a great story about, a lot of people ask me, where's the best place to add a barn owl box? So I have lots of experience researching barn owls for 20 years. I think I know a lot, but I always give the example of Israel Barn Owl Cam number 2 box of why I don't know everything. So years ago, we added 2 boxes at the same time. One was a beautiful box in an open field, a huge box on a tree around agriculture. It was perfect. And the other box was a smaller, tiny box inside a village on my friend's house in a palm tree right behind his back, squeezed between houses, parking lots, a horrible sight. So what came out of this was that 2 weeks after adding that horrible box, barn owls entered, and basically I've been breeding there since. On the other side, with the beautiful box, barn owls took 3 years to breed. The first 2 years, they were kestrels. So it's a perfect case that sometimes we know a lot, we learn a lot, and there's definitely patterns. And the patterns, you can statistically prove these patterns, but you always have exceptions and you always learn new things. And that's one of the things I love about our live cameras. We've learned so many new things all the time. So I love this box. The one problem with this box is, it's one of the first boxes we added with the camera. We made a mistake how we placed the camera inside of the box. The box actually, I don't know if I mentioned it, we switched it from a smaller box to a larger box. We built this box specifically for the camera. It is a little bit smaller than some of the other boxes. For barn owls, it's perfect. For the camera, it's a little tight. But we placed the camera wrong. Barn owls, they like typically to look and brood with their back to the wall and looking at the entrance. This way, if a predator comes, they can protect immediately, or if they need to escape, they can do it fast. Well, we put the camera on the back of the wall facing the entrance and not at the end, on the side of the entrance facing the back. So that's why a lot of times when you look at this box, you can see the female back. So it was a mistake. The newer cameras, we fixed this, and maybe we should probably, after this breeding camera season, take this box down and switch it out. Maybe we will. So another interesting thing was this camera was cam number 2. In 2021, it was one of the cases where pigeons wanted to breed. They would frequently come in the box. The pair actually fledged 4 fledglings. The pigeons did not enter, but the day when the fledglings fledged and didn't roost anymore inside of the box, the pigeon laid an egg. The problem was the fledglings would return to the box every night. Parents were continuing to feed these fledglings and bring them mice and voles in particular. And a lot of times when the fledglings would get the food delivered, they would enter into the box with a pigeon in the box. So at first, the pigeon and the barn owl were afraid of each other, not one more than the other. But then after a while, the barn owls became more interested in the pigeon and started attacking it, and it ended up abandoning its eggs. After they did return, sorry, and fledged some pigeon nestlings. 1 second, water break. I talk way too much sometimes, and I forget to drink and breathe. So that was in 2022, 2021. 2022 was a super weird year. That there was a pair that occupied the box very early. Male, female was doing all the correct steps, mating with the female a lot, feeding her. One problem, she never laid an egg. So she acted for months as though she was actually incubating inside the box, but she didn't have any eggs. She was faking it, kind of faking it. The male was feeding her. In the end, at some point, you know, the male was so frustrated, he would actually he would roost on the palm tree in the daytime, drop down, mate with her during the daytime, and go back to his roost, which was kind of funny. But in the end, she never laid any eggs, which was weird because during that same year in 2022, pigeons also laid eggs, but none of the nestlings hatched. So we thought the box was kind of jinxed. But in this year, 2023, the pair laid, and we don't know if the same pair as last year, they're not ring, laid 7 eggs. All 7 nestlings hatched. Unfortunately, 3 of the 7 died. This is sad. Again, this is a form of sibyllicide, not traditional sibyllicide where one nestling kills another nestling and eats it, but they indirectly kill the nestlings by eating all the food. By eating all the food, the younger nestlings die from starvation. So they're indirectly starving their siblings, not on purpose, obviously. And then they eat their 3 smaller siblings. So currently there's 4. The parents are doing a good job bringing a lot of food. Hopefully these 4 will survive, even though number 4, the smallest one, is significantly smaller than its 3 older siblings. Hopefully there'll be enough food that they'll all survive. In Israel, in comparison to the US, the prey is much smaller. So that smaller one should be able to swallow prey on its own. They don't, in this area, they bring mainly mice and lots of voles, which are smaller and are able, not the larger Jurds or that you see in Avenue Cam 1. So hopefully they'll be able to survive. Time will tell. This is a great camera. I love it. I hope you enjoy it. You should watch it. It's each camera you can learn and see new things because they're quite different from one another. I will say that this cam number 2 is not far away from the little owl camera. It's about, maybe I have to look on a map, maybe a kilometer. It's in the same village, but different parts of the village. So if you can see, when it comes to the voles, they're eating very similar, lots and lots of voles. That means there's lots of voles in the fields. And you can see that even though this box is located inside a village near houses, it's very close to fields. And probably the majority of time these owls are hunting, it's in the fields. I've added in the past GPS tag in barn owls that bred in this box, and they all hunted only in the fields. So they would breed inside of the boxes, inside of the village, but they hunt in the neighboring fields in the end. So if anybody wants to add barn owl box in their house to help them reduce rodents around the house, it probably won't help because in the end of the day, the barn owls will breed there, but they'll hunt in the fields, in the open fields where they've evolved to do so. So I really hope you like this video. I have this still, you know, my illness is not me saying, too much. That's another problem. I may need to go to a psychologist for that one. Can't figure it out. I don't hear myself saying it, but after I hear these videos, I have a serious problem of too much. So hopefully we can get that solved. Hopefully I'll feel better next one. So please do not forget to subscribe. Want a break? Nice. Please do not forget to subscribe, like, comment. If you have any questions, you can write there in the chat. All the participation in the chat, really appreciated. All the moderators, these people are amazing. They do such a great job. 24/7, we have people watching over the chat, people that donate. Thank you again. I'll be going into the barn owl breeding season soon. Be working on the field. I'll try to upload some videos for me in the field because I get to see different things that we don't necessarily see in the videos. We monitored about 200 boxes. I have an unwritten agreement with my body that during the barn owl season, I can't get sick. It's an unwritten agreement that till now, my body has kept with this agreement. You never know, 2023, my body may turn on me. Hopefully not, because I can't be sick during the breeding season. Lots of work to do. So I'll get those videos uploaded, get to see some cool things, a little bit different stuff. So again, thank you again. Keep on watching and hoot you later.